Hello and welcome to BRR Media. Today we're delighted to welcome Andrew Newland, who's the Chief Executive of Angle plc, specialist medtech company focusing on cancer diagnostics. Welcome to the call, Andrew.
Good morning, Julian.
Andrew, you've just released your interim results, but before we speak about the results, I wondered if you could just provide investors with an overview of Angle and its strategy.
Yes, of course. Angle is a specialist medtech company, and we have a patented cell separation technology which has the capability, very unusually, of capturing rare cells in patient blood. And the cells that we're targeting are circulating tumour cells, and these are cancer cells that have been shed by the primary tumour. Now, the importance is that if you can capture these cells from the patient blood through a simple blood test, and you can extract them for harvesting, then you can identify different mutations on the individual patient's cancer. And that's important in order to support personalised cancer treatment. So giving the patient drugs that they need, but not ones that they don't need.
Okay, and just focusing a little bit more on Parceltix, its cancer diagnosis and monitoring is a very big market. Why is your technology more compelling compared to other technology solutions for circulating tumour cell identification?
Well, our patented technology uses a very simple principle, and that is that the circulating tumour cells in the patient blood are larger than the other cells, the normal cells in blood, and they're less compressible. And our step-based technology can capture them based on this larger size and lack of compressibility. And that's very different from other approaches which use chemical reactions of antibodies. And this means that our technology is widely applicable to pretty much all solid tumour types, so all different types of cancer, prostate, lung, colon cancer, etc. And it also means that our technology is successful in capturing all the different types of circulating tumour cells rather than just a subset of that. So that leads us to having a simple, effective and indeed an affordable product.
And in your interim results today, what would you say were the main highlights and achievements in the period?
The major progress that we made was on product development. So we finalised the product development of our system. We'd actually developed and finalised product development of the harvesting capability, which is this capability of removing the cell from outside of our machine. So we don't just count the number of cells, but we can analyse them for these mutations. Those aspects were recognised by third-party validation by our two major research partners. That's the University of Surrey Oncology Group and Cancer Research UK's leading research arm, Patterson Institute for Cancer Research. And both those bodies found that our system was very effective. And indeed, we've made a major progress slightly after the half year, but the work was undertaken in the half year for the CE marking of our product. So we got regulatory authorization for clinical use within Europe for our Parceltix system. So a lot of major progress made during the half year.
So that's the European regulatory situation. What about the US and your filing strategy there?
Yes, well, we're working very hard on the FDA submission. We believe that we'll be able to achieve the submission by the end of Q1, so the end of March 2014. We hope that will result in an authorization for use in treating US patients by approximately 6 months after submission, so certainly well within 2014. And that will be a major breakthrough because we'll be the first company that has the ability to harvest cells, i.e. take them out for molecular analysis, that's got FDA approval, so we think that's a major step forward.
And in the period you've also sold Geomerics to ARM and have gained the sale proceeds there. How far will they take you towards developing your technology?
The sale of our Geomerics subsidiary was a major step forward for Angle. Firstly, it was the finalisation of our focusing on specialist medtech. So it was our last major asset, which was not medtech. Secondly, we sold it to ARM Holdings, which is obviously one of the UK's leading technology businesses. So it's a good home for Geomerics. And thirdly, the proceeds, which is up to £6.2 million, is extremely important in enabling us to fulfil the opportunities that come from Parceltix. We've already received £5.5 million in cash, and that is enough for us to finance putting our product into the market and getting into the clinical sales situation. So we're very pleased with that transaction.
And finally, what are the other main steps you're taking to prepare for clinical use of Parceltix?
Well, obviously, we're seeking to address a very large market. We estimate in excess of £8 billion potential for the Parceltix market. Now, that per annum. So the key is to actually have good, strong clinical applications with medical utility. So we're very focused on identifying specific medical applications to improve the treatment of individual cancer patients and supporting that with medical data. So this requires a number of patient studies to be undertaken by third-party organisations, so leading cancer hospitals and cancer research centres. And in order to progress that, we have established quite a number of relationships with key opinion leaders, and we're placing our system with them at the moment and encouraging them to work with the system. So those are the key sort of background work that's needed, collection of patient data to support the launch clinically.
Andrew, congratulations on the last 6 months and all your achievements, and thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you very much, Julian.
You've been listening to Andrew Newland, Chief Executive of Angle PLC, providing an update to BRR Media.